News Channel 5 on your site presents Kaleidoscope, focusing on people who make a difference in Northeast Ohio communities.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast today. The annual Leadership Development and Training Institute and Awards Luncheon hosted by Women of Color Foundation will be Thursday, November the 3rd. Chairwoman and founder Alex Boone is here to tell us more about this year's event. Later on, we'll hear from the Director of Community Relations for the Cleveland Browns, Jenner Takancic. She'll tell us about the Cleveland Browns community involvement and October events. And on the broadcast after that, we'll hear from the Director of Development for Diversity Center of Northeast Ohio, Matthew Wiederhold, and past board chair Cheryl King Benford. They'll tell us about the annual humanitarian dinner honoring 3 Clevelanders. Good afternoon again, everybody. I'm Leon Bibb. This is Kaleidoscope, and so we begin. Beginning with a good friend, Alex Boone. Always good to see you, Alex.
Thank you, Leon. Happy to be here again.
Always good to have you with us. And you've got the Women of Color Foundation, which is getting ready to have a big event.
Yes, we are on Thursday, November 3rd at Cleveland State University's Convocation Center.
Yeah.
In the ballroom, we're going to celebrate 3 amazing women and have a wonderful training institute.
What does the Women of Color try to do? What's your foundation try to do?
Well, our main goal, Leon, is to educate, motivate, and inspire women and girls of color to be amazing and to walk into their greatness. And so whatever professional training or academic support that we can provide, we try to do that.
And as a result of doing these kinds of programs, you kind of inspire young women coming along.
It seems, I hear that all the time. I do it because it's in the DNA, but when I get notes from people that say, somebody that spoke at your conference changed my life, I met my first mentor, or one woman called me and said that her daughter said she wanted to shadow me one day, so I allowed her to do that, and she said she changed her major in college because she spent a day with me.
How nice.
So that was kind of cool.
That's real ought to inspire you.
Yeah.
That ought to inspire. I'm certain it does. So let's get back to your event. It's going to be November the 3rd, which is a Thursday at the Wallstein Center of Cleveland State University.
Correct.
What's going to happen there?
Well, we're going to have workshops. Our theme this year is about volunteerism, social empowerment, and servant leadership, women changing their communities. So we're pretty excited about that because this is the first time we've focused on something like that. And then we're going to honor 3 women. Robin Mentor Smyers, who is the managing partner at the Thompson Hine Cleveland law firm, a very prestigious firm, a young African-American female. She's going to win the Galaxy Award, and then our second award is going to go to Judge Pinky Carr. So this is our first time honoring a judge, so we're really excited about that. And then our Stephanie Tubbs Jones Courage Award is going to go to LaToya Smith, who is an assistant vice president over at Fifth Third Bank, and we're honoring her because of her 16 years of amazing work with women inmates.
Appropriately named the Stephanie Tubbs Jones Courage Award. Of course, the late Congresswoman certainly had a lot of courage.
Didn't she? And we felt this was a way to honor her. So each year, her sister, Barbara, presents the award for us. Yeah. So it's kind of nice.
How can people get tickets for this event, which is going to be Thursday, November the 3rd at the Wallstein Center at Cleveland State University?
Right. They can go to our website, www.womenofcolorfoundation.com, or they can call our 800 number. It's 866-962-3411.
Yeah, we've got the phone numbers on the screen right there. I think we got a couple of phone numbers on the screen right there.
Yeah, the toll-free number, and then they can call the local number, which is 216-391-4300, extension 307.
And they can get more information on everything that we're talking about.
Right, and they can actually make a reservation by phone.
What do you want them to learn? What do you want people to take away from this program, which starts, by the way, at 8 o'clock in the morning and goes until mid-afternoon, 2 o'clock?
Correct.
What do you want people to learn?
That's a good question, Leon. I think I want them to walk away thinking they can be anything they want to be. Even President of the United States. Yeah. And that nothing holds them back except for their own fear and hesitation.
Do you see a lot of growth going on the part of women now as compared to when you were coming along as a teenager?
I do. But now I'm looking at this election, and I'm seeing so many setbacks. I'm seeing people treat women and talk about women in such a demeaning way. This whole thing has just been crazy for me. I mean, I've been addicted to the television, watching it. But when I think about young women watching this, I'm like, oh my God. They're asking questions. One of the people mentioned today that his daughter asked him, what does groping mean? And, you know, I would like to see them focus on what's a PhD, Daddy? how can I get to an Ivy League school? Can you afford to send me? Not asking questions about what's happening in our culture. It's just kind of crazy.
You infuse this kind of philosophy inside your Women of Color Foundation.
Absolutely. You know, even though we're not allowed, based on our 501c3 status, we're not allowed to be political. But as an individual, I feel compelled to speak out about what I see, and I feel compelled to do whatever I can do to help young women succeed in spite of those kinds of obstacles and challenges.
It's called Women of Color, but I know that it is open to all colors because all colors in the spectrum.
Right. You know, I always say white is a color too.
So you want people to so it's open to everybody.
Open to everybody.
And men can come to this event.
Yes, absolutely. Actually, we've actually had men to speak at the Women of Color Conference because I'm looking for experts, and experts come in all colors and shapes and sizes.
What is your overriding philosophy? What did you think when you decided, I want to form this Women of Color Foundation some years ago?
Well, I guess I was thinking about the fact that we as women of color never had a forum where we could talk together and share information about our triumphs and our challenges in private and feel comfortable sharing that information. So I went to then the National City Bank, which is now PNC, and I pitched them on the possibility of having a conference that would allow that.
Yeah.
And Joanne Clark said to me, Alex, I don't know if it's needed, and I don't know if it makes sense, but I know if you say it does, I'm going to give you the money to start it. And that was 15 years ago.
Well, I hope everything goes well. I know it will. Everything you've ever touched turns to gold.
Oh, thank you.
You've got that Midas touch, you know.
I appreciate that so much.
Thursday, November the 9th, rather Thursday, November the 3rd, Thursday, November the 3rd, at the Wallstein Center at Cleveland State University. It starts at 8 o'clock in the morning and goes until 2 in the afternoon.
Correct.
You got phone numbers on the screen. Write those phone numbers down, and you can get in line for tickets. It's a wonderful thing.
Great. Thank you.
Many thanks. Thanks, Alex, for stopping by.
My pleasure, as always.
Alex Boone, good friend and colleague. Good to see Alex. I'll take a break. We'll be right back. We're going to talk about the Cleveland Browns and the community activities after we do this first. You're in touch with Kaleidoscope. I'm Leon Bibb. I'm always glad to have you with me. The Cleveland Browns have partnered with the Ohio Lottery, University Hospitals, and Zenith Helmets to improve the health and safety of youthful athletes. And Community Relations Director Jenner Takancic is here to tell us about this partnership and about ongoing Cleveland Browns community events. Always good to have you with us, Jenner Takancic.
It's great to be here, Leon.
Oh, God. Everything is going okay for the Cleveland Browns. We're going to win some games, I know.
We are.
But other than that, your area, everything is going wonderful.
Everything's going great. We have a young team, definitely, but a great support staff, coaching staff behind the scenes really working, and I think that the best is yet to come for the Cleveland Browns.
Here we go, Brownies. Here we go.
Absolutely. But off the field, we take football very seriously, and it definitely as it relates to youth and high school sports.
Yeah.
So what we're doing, as you mentioned, we have our Helmets program that's in association with Ohio Lottery, University Hospitals, and Zenith Helmets, who is new on board. But with this program, what we're looking to do is advance the safety of the sport by providing fans, high school coaches, school programs with two chances to win this season, new helmets or funds for their school football program. And it's really simple. All you have to do, all the coaches need to do, or the schools, is make a commitment to be enrolled in Heads Up Football. And just by simply doing that, they get their chance to win either $1,000 we'll be giving away every single week during the NFL football season. And then at the end of the season, there'll be a chance drawing, and we will give away $25,000 worth of new Zenith helmets to a lucky school, a deserving school who's made the commitment to make their program safer.
And that's what you're trying to do, is make football as safe a sport as we can make it.
Exactly, and it's so simple. If you are a parent out there, or if you're a school administrator, ask those questions. Are we Heads Up certified? It's very simple. The Heads Up certification process really just ensures that you're aware of concussions, heat hydration, proper equipment fitting, the proper way to tackle, the proper way to block, as well as equipment fitting. So basic, but it's things coaches should be doing anyway, so it's really simple. Enroll your program, and you have the chance to win.
And kids can go to your website, and they can, coaches can go to your website.
Coaches, parents, anybody can go to our website and submit your school as one that's interested in becoming Heads Up certified.
And that's clevelandbrowns.com/community.
/community. Everything that we do in the community is found right there, and then this actually has its own. If you go to clevelandbrowns.com/helmets, just as it sounds, that's where you can find the direct link for everything that I'm talking about with the helmets program.
We've got that up on the screen right there. Let's talk a little bit about the Browns Kid of the Week.
This is an exciting program. It is. It's new this year. It's presented by University Hospitals, but this is to really take a look at not the high school level, but the younger level of athletes. Kids that are ages 6 to 13, we had a nomination process. If you play tackle or if you play flag, your coach or someone from your program could nominate you to be honored as the Browns Kid of the Week. And so far, everything's been going great. We've honored kids from Lake County to Summit, Medina, Cuyahoga. And each week, right here on Channel 5, those children are featured as Andy Baskins does a play-by-play for the Browns Countdown. But definitely visit our website. It's the coaches who have identified a child on their team who is excelling on the field, but more importantly, they have good character. They're really making a commitment. They're helping others. They're being a leader on their team. Of course, all the kids on the team are great, though.
Yeah, of course. How do you keep all of this going now? You got so many programs. I don't see how you keep up with it. You got more programs than the Browns have plays.
Hey, I don't know if we can compare it to you, but we definitely we value our position as a professional sports team to make a difference in our community, and that's what we want to do. We focus on the football for the young kids, and then we also encourage everyone to volunteer. You might not be playing the sport. Hopefully you're coaching the sport, volunteering your time, but if you're making a difference in the community, we certainly want to celebrate that, talk about it, and also provide ways for fans to give back.
I watched the game the other day, and the referee wearing the zebra stripes out there says Cleveland Browns 1st and 10.
There you go.
And I thought about you because you've got a 1st and 10
We
program.
do. 1st and 10 definitely translates on the field, but off the field that means something very meaningful for us, the Cleveland Browns and our fans. And that means that you can make a difference by taking a 1st and 10 pledge for the community by pledging to give 10 hours of community service in 1 year. And by doing that, you're part of our network, our team of ways we can inspire others. If you sign up, you get a wristband. If you don't sign up, we ask you to just use the hashtag #Give10 and use that as you're on social media to inspire others. Tell us what you're doing. If you're a PTA or if you're a coach or if you're hosting an upcoming fundraiser and you want to spread the word, use hashtag #Give10 and you can certainly let people know what's going on
and we've got
and
a shot
inspire
of that.
others.
We've got a shot right there, and we get that on camera right there.
Yeah, very simple. The Cleveland Browns, in our core, we certainly want to win football games, but we want to make a difference in the community, and this wristband is a statement of both.
Yeah. So you got a lot. What else you got going? I got 1 minute remaining.
1 minute remaining. Well, it's the end of October now. So throughout the entire month, we are celebrating the Crucial Catch campaign, raising awareness for breast cancer. Our stadium's been lit the entire month, and we had volunteers. You know, we talk about 1st and 10. It's just not the fans that we're asking to do it. It's the players. And we've had players who volunteered their time. We went to Seidman Cancer Center at the start of the month, and then the following week we had gone to Brecksville Schools, their high school football program, and their volleyball players are committed to raise awareness for breast cancer. We met a wonderful, amazing person, Beth Tupa, who's a survivor, and she's rallying the school. They're raising funds and wearing pink just to raise awareness for the cause and to do something. But we had some players go on site because it does affect everyone. It doesn't just affect females, it affects males. And we went on site with our players to help decorate their stadium pink, if you will, to celebrate.
You are a wonderful spokesman for the Cleveland Browns.
Why,
I'll let you know that.
Thank you very much.
And how you keep all of that going, I don't know. But you're a wonderful spokesman for it.
Thank you
always
so
bring
much.
a lot of personality and a lot of energy. That kind of thing.
Thank you. And I work with a great team of people in the Community Relations Department and throughout all the departments of the Cleveland Browns. I mean, we're vested here in the community.
Well, we're knocking on the door. We're going to start winning now, and
we are.
And everything will fall in place.
The best is yet to come, and the right people are at the helm.
Sounds like the beginning of a song. The best is yet to come.
Let's script it.
Okay. I think somebody already wrote that one. Okay, many thanks, Jenna Takansky.
Thank you.
She's Director of Community Relations for the Cleveland Browns. More information by going to clevelandbrowns.com/community. You'll see everything that we've been talking about.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Jenna.
Thank you. Go Browns.
Go Browns. Back in just a moment, too. Good afternoon again. You're in touch with Kaleidoscope. Today we're going to talk with the Diversity Center of Northeast Ohio because it hosts its 62nd annual humanitarian dinner honoring local leaders. The Director of Development, Matthew Wiederhold, is here, and the past board chair, Cheryl King Benford, is here as well to talk about all of this. Good to have you with us.
Thank you so much.
Good to be here.
Yeah, tell me about the mission of the Diversity Center of Northeast Ohio. Well, why don't we start with you, Matthew?
Sure.
What's the overall mission of it?
Well, the overall mission, we were founded originally in 1927 as a national conference for Christians and Jews, and over time that has evolved to the Diversity Center of Northeast Ohio. But our mission is to eliminate bias, bigotry, and racism, and that's something that we work toward every day.
It's a big job.
It is a big job, and I also love our vision statement. It's to create communities where everyone is connected, respected, and valued, and those two things go hand in hand.
Yeah. Cheryl, what about some of the programs and services? Well, what do you do to do the kinds of things that Matthew just talked about?
Well, the work we do really is through education, and education starts with the young people. We actually have youth and programs that are so important in educating young people about how connected we are, celebrating diversity, eliminating bias and bigotry, those things that are at the root of bullying. We have also education programs for corporations, working with professionals in corporations to understand, to celebrate, to value diversity. It's so
celebrate life and value all lives. All lives matter, right?
All lives. We are all more alike than we are different, I like to say.
Isn't that the truth? So on November the 30th, Matthew, we're going to have a big program, the 62nd Annual Humanitarian Award Dinner.
We are.
And I know you guys are here to plug that. Tell me a little bit about what you want to happen at this program and what's going to happen.
Well, what we want to happen is to have guests join us to celebrate 3 community leaders who are doing such good work to build up Northeast Ohio and Cleveland. This year we're honoring Dr. Ron Berkman from Cleveland State University, Miss Margot James Copeland from the KeyBank Foundation, and Mr. Eric Gordon from the Cleveland Metropolitan School District.
And we're honoring them because of their outstanding commitment to the kind of work that they've done here in the greater Cleveland area.
Absolutely, absolutely. Ms. Benford can talk a little bit more about Dr. Berkman and Mr. Gordon and the partnership.
Talk about that.
Dr. Berkman, Cleveland State University, has been committed to education and education in Cleveland and Northeast Ohio. He has worked with another one of our honorees, and that is School Superintendent of the Cleveland School District, Eric Gordon, on educational program, including a program in a school at Cleveland State University, which Cleveland Municipal School District students attend. So to honor them for their commitment to education, Eric Gordon from kindergarten through grade 12, and for Dr. Berkman for college. It is an honor to do that.
To give them special recognition.
Mission.
And of course, Margot James Copeland, who's chair and CEO of the KeyBank Foundation, very much involved in many things here in Northeast Ohio. I know these 3 people. I know them very well, and they're just wonderful, wonderful people. This is a fundraising event for you. So where can people get tickets for this?
They can go to our website, which is diversitycenternortheastohio.org. There's a link right there, or they can call the office at 216-752-3000. It's generally a sellout event. We have over 900 people at a seated dinner. It's one of the largest networking and corporate fundraisers in Northeast Ohio.
And because we're having so many people, that's why we're having it in one of the huge venues for this kind of a thing. It's going to be at the Cleveland Renaissance, or the Renaissance Cleveland Hotel. That's a hotel on Public Square, the Renaissance Cleveland Hotel, Wednesday, November the 30th, and the reception starts at 5:30, and the event goes on into the evening hours. What do you want people to realize when they come to this event?
I think that the goal of the event is to promote diversity on so many different levels and to help celebrate those who are forwarding the work that we're doing and who are forwarding making Cleveland a better place. We want guests to come and experience the work of the Diversity Center. Certainly, we'll talk a little bit about the educational programs that we do and the professional development. And I'm excited this year. This is my first year working on the dinner, but last year we premiered a video called Rethink Labels, and it was shot by Goldfarb Weber Creative. They went to one of our student camps and filmed different students and said, how do labels how do they interact with your life? whether it's you're gay or you're fat or you're ugly or you're brilliant or you're beautiful or you're funny.
Yeah.
So it's this very moving video. It won actually a couple awards, national awards. And this year, Goldfarb Weber has gone back to our camp recently and filmed a follow-up video. So I'm excited to see how that turns out.
We look forward to that, and we look forward to this big event. I know you'll be there, and you'll have a wonderful time.
Thank you.
And speaking of time, we've run out of time on this segment. I do appreciate you being with us. Cheryl King Cheryl King Benford, past board chair, Diversity Center of Northeast Ohio, and Matthew Wiederhold, he's director of development for the organization. Many thanks.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, it is my pleasure. It is my
Hope
pleasure.
to see you there, Leon.
Wednesday, November the 30th at the Renaissance Cleveland. I'll take a break. I'll be right back with Marsha Mockham of the Urban League after we do this first. The Morning Exchange segment of Kaleidoscope meets Marsha Mockham of the Urban League, always with something wise on her mind. What is it today?
Well, thank you, Leon. Well, I tell you, you know, we've been talking a lot over the last few weeks about this election.
Yeah.
And over this past 2 weeks, I've really been thinking about this election really differently. And I've come to feel that this is the first election that I've known, being an adult and since I've been voting, that this is not just a choice between two parties. This is really a choice between ideologies and what the real meaning of the United States is. You know, we're voting to go forward with a legacy of what our country was built on and what we want it to continue to be as a world leader and all of those kinds of things. And that's really different than the kind of elections we've had in the past where it's just been between, do you want to vote Democrat, do you want to vote Republican? And of course we're nonpartisan, so we never talk about which one. But this is really a special time to really be thinking about it's bigger than just a party election.
I heard somebody say that on television on one of the network shows just today. You say we need to be thinking about the overall American picture and the philosophy of what this government is all about or should be about.
That's exactly right. And our First Lady, Obama, did an amazing job the other day in her speech in New Hampshire where she really talked about what is it that we want to leave as a legacy for our children? What is it that we want the world to say about us, and how do we want to depict ourselves as leaders in the world and depict men and how men should represent themselves in our country.
In our final 10 seconds, as my father always said, how you want to present yourself.
Absolutely.
That's what's important.
Absolutely.
That's going to do it for us. Take care.
This has been a presentation of News Channel 5's Kaleidoscope, a weekly public affairs program brought to you in partnership with the Urban League of Greater Cleveland.